fun. What you can do with SRS is disconnect from the server, close it down through a task manager, and then reconnect to the server, and it should bring it back up again.
Good to know.
I think I did also notice that it showed up when I selected a new role.
We are 10, right? So let's see who is missing. Zillow, Bolts, and who else? Wignut.
Yes.
Well, Zilo said he's not
I'm here.
coming.
Yes, Fist has arrived.
Yeah, no, we are only missing Wignut, Zillow, and Bolts.
Did you
Zillow's not gonna
DM Wingnut?
I sent him a note, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna if
Let
you
me
didn't.
see. Yeah. And he shows online. Alright. We can do the briefing whenever you want, people.
Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and get started. We got all the important
we will
people.
need to reshuffle. Let's see. Yeah, we need to reshuffle some.
Yep.
Alright, okay, let's go for it then. Go to share, let me know. Let me know when you see it. Good.
Yep.
Alright, welcome to Syria Mission 4. Okay, this is the second day of the campaign. And if you recall, for the ones of you that you were not last time here, 18 situation, so 4 hours ago, that was this morning. At the scenario time, we captured Minik Air Base, and Turkish forces deploy a SAM hockey unit in the area. This is not gonna affect our operation right now. We are gonna be a little bit far away from Minik, but just keep this for the future. Who joined right now?
Wingnut.
This is
Oh, cool.
Wingnut.
Okay, Wingnut, perfect. All right, we just started the briefing, so you're good to go. So our mission today is, as you know, in the coastal area of Syria, we have SA2, SA3, SA8, and SA5 as well. But the mission today is to destroy the SA2, SA3s, and SA8. These obviously are a threat for our operations there. Just a reminder, again, if you know the area in Ham Air Base, which is the closest enemy air base from where we're going to be operating, are operating MiG-21. Also, we have intel that Russian forces has already started to deploy assets around the Damascus area. So far identified A-50s and Su-27, so far known units. Operation today is going to be joint strike package, composed or consisting of us with F-18s. The 22 fighter squadron is our friends of the F-16s that have been operating in Sirlik, and F-15s from the 494th fighter squadron from Laken Heath that have deployed recently in the last few hours. As I mentioned, our intent is to destroy all the SA2s, SA3s, and SA8s in the area. This is the primary target, obviously, with no casualties for us. And use of harms is recommended. Other than this is the mission. We're going to be check 1, check 2. Is going to be doing the air-to-air. I don't think we're going to have, well, we'll see. We have check 6. We'll do a roster right now, but then check 3, check 4, check 5 are going to be taking care of the SA3, SA2, and the other SA2 that we have in the area. Each time, so we're going to be the seat for these assets, and the Dodge 1, 2, and 3 are going to be doing the strike of the remaining launchers and other vehicles like trucks and etc. that we have on these SAM batteries. Yep. So these are all right now because Balls is not able to join. These Dodge 1, Dodge 2, and Dodge 3 are going to be AI. Yep, and they're going to be behind the seat aircraft. All right. So we have check 1. Howdy, flight lead. You there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Wignut is going to be your wingman. Wignut, are you there?
Yep.
Sorry, I cannot see the screen. That's why I am calling you. JT.
Woke up.
Okay, you're gonna be the flight lead of check 2. Ball is gonna be your wingman. Zilo, we don't have Zilo, so we need someone to be the flight lead of check 3. Any volunteer?
Who do we have to move though?
Uh, let's eliminate check 6. So
Yeah,
please,
I can take it.
who is that?
Spooky.
Spooky? Okay. Spooky and oops, then you know how to use harms, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. All right, Wrinkles, you're gonna be the wingman of Spooky. Lucky, I'm here obviously. Mason, you're gonna be my wingman. Vivo,
If I'm
you're gonna be check 5 flight lead. Nighthawk, wingman. Spooky, you are in check 3 right now. And Fist, uh, you're gonna be in check 6, although you can join check 1 or check 2 as number 3 if you prefer. Up to you. That's your call. If check 1 or check 2 wanna be a flight of 3, we can do that as well. Otherwise, you can be a flight solo of check 6. Doesn't matter. You will need to coordinate with check 1 and check 2 anyway. Right? And we don't have balls.
Let's just
Alright.
go ahead and establish for simplicity. Fist, just go with check 1, so you'll be check 1-3. Since you
Yep.
were practicing cap stuff yesterday anyways.
Yeah, you will have to join us. Fizz, you will have to join us check 6-1, but for simplicity, just join us. Vivo says the flight from Howdy. Okay. Because when you see the mission, each one of these flights has only 2 aircraft. That's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Right. Okay. This is the intel area. Obviously, we're going to be operating out of Incirlik, a pretty busy area. Our divert field is going to be Larnaca in Cyprus. The orange circle that you see here is SA8, same position that you know from before. SA3 green one, and the two SA2s are the pink circles. Okay, so our objective are the SA3s and SA2s, and there's going to be a flight of F-16s that are going to take care of the SA8. Hammer Air Base, where MiG-21s are operating, is here. Okay, just they're going to be MiG-21s scrambling, no doubt about that. And then we have Su-27s identified, as I mentioned before, protecting Damascus. Damascus is on the south. It doesn't appear on this picture. So be aware that Su-27s may come from the south, from this area here, and then turning left to the coast. As you recall, also there was a U.S. Navy Tarawa task force. Their position is around here, what I have right now, the arrow, and it's gonna. They are taking a heading of 190, so just around this line more or less here. The blue circle that you see, important for the air-to-air guys that you're gonna provide cover for all of us. This blue circle is the engagement zone of the SM2s. Okay, so keep this in mind. But, and as I mentioned, FA2s are going to be the check flights, F-16s, and the area is going to be the call sign Chevy, Viper, Enfield, and Venom. I'm going to explain this in a second. F-15s are the call sign Dodge, obviously Overlord, as we have done before, Texaco, Tanker, enemy intel on the Hammer base, 2 squadrons of MiG-21 with infrared air-to-air missiles. I mean, for the ones of you, these are pretty old Soviet standard IR missiles. And then in Damascus, as I mentioned, we have the Su-27 that are going to be fully armed, and the SAM units, the ones I mentioned. Just be aware also that we'll be within the engagement zone of the SA5s. Okay, there are 2 SA5s in the area. These are not the targets from today. But our plan, launching from Incirlik as always, BFR conditions, runway use 05, launch time between 1605, 1620, rejoin standard waypoint 1 at different altitudes because we have a lot of flights, recovery also in Incirlik, same conditions. If we need to divert for some reason or someone has to divert, Larnaca, runway use 04, get good conditions as well. And in Skellig, we're going to have standard winds, 10 knots coming from the northeast, and visibility 20 miles or more, and no clouds below 8,000. So, in a nutshell, a good day to fly. Just one thing, we just for situational awareness, as usual, we're going to be operating around the Gulf Loop. As always, the F-16s are gonna be between Gulf Loop and the Hotel Loop, and the F-15s of call sign Dodge are gonna be operating in between Hotel and India Loop. Yep. Right. Yes, on the arrivals, from previous missions, they're gonna come from this area around here to runway 05. We can have a stack flights if we are all of us arriving at the same time. And just remember, overhead brakes are to the right, so south of the runway. Yep. And parent altitude is starts at 2,000 feet. And these are the two charts that you have on briefing, by the way, that I posted this morning. All right. So a navigation plan, common waypoints. Waypoint one for almost all of us in this area. Rejoin here. Waypoint 4 egress is going to be around this area here, around basically the edge of this red rectangle here. And waypoint 5 for approach is going to be around here. Okay, that's the same as previous missions. All right, check 1, check 2, check 6. We're not going to have check 6, but check 1, check 2. You're going to fly a cap mission around lane D. Yep, so lanes, the white lanes B, C, D are ours. The lane A and lane Alpha and Echo are AI lanes. Okay, so ignore one from these ones, the yellow ones for this slide. So check 1, check 2. You're gonna come here. Waypoint 2 is here. Waypoint 3 is here. Okay, so you're gonna fly around this vertical line, combat air patrol, protecting all the check 3, check 4, check 5 that are gonna strike all the SA3, SA2s that are here. Yep. So expect MiG-21s coming from here and Su-27s from the south. Important for check 1, check 2 to coordinate. One of your flights is here in waypoint 2. The other one should be in waypoint 3. Okay, and vice versa. So you are gonna basically doing a racetrack around lane D. Yep. All right. Check 3, check 4, check 5. Same waypoint 1 here. Waypoint 2 is here. That's the push. That is no hold. We push directly. Yep. And 3 is a strike, which should be here for check 3, here. Sorry, for check 3 and 4 is here, and for check 5 is here. Yep. Questions so far on lane B, C, and D?
Negative.
Are check one's waypoints set up for the lanes that we're going to be monitoring?
Sorry, check 1. The waypoints what?
Are they set up for the lane that we're going to be in?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is pretty much this slide, this lane, Bravo, Charlie, Delta are a copy of what you have on your already on your computer on the game. Yeah. As always, this is the Syrian air defense ID zone. So at the moment that any coalition aircraft enters this area, um, enemy fighters are gonna scramble. Yep. All right. A little bit on the lanes. So lane Alpha again. This is not us. So Heavy 1 and Venom. Heavy is the seed. Venom is a strike. Are gonna engage and destroy the SA8. These are gonna take off automatically. So this is again the orange circle here. They are gonna go cruise altitude 18,000 feet, 350 knots to waypoint 2, which is exactly here, and they are gonna descend to 1500, initiate the strike, destroy the orange circle. Note from me, I tried these 4 times so far. Every time I try, they have always destroyed the SA8, so we should be okay there. Lane B, the check 3, you're gonna be the city strike. Dodge 1 is gonna be after you. Kind of the same pattern as the previous flight. So just different target. You're gonna come to here, waypoint 2, right to 20,000 feet, 350 knots, then descend to 1500 or below. Strike SA3 and destroy it. If you don't destroy all the launchers and vehicles, don't worry too much. Dodge 1 comes after you, and they will finish off. as a for awareness, the Dodge flights, they have CVU 97s, so this is pretty intense. Check 4, we're gonna do the same in lane B. Just instead of going to SA3, we're gonna go to the SA2. So we're gonna follow pretty much check 3, and then we're gonna go inland a little bit at low altitude and strike the SA2, which is here. Lane C is for check 5. 2.2 here at 24,000, 26,000 feet. Sorry, 22,000 feet for check 5. You follow this pattern, and then kind of similar to check 4, you go a little bit inland. It's pretty coastal, these batteries around here, but you go a little bit inland and then you destroy, I mean, the SA2 here. For lane D, I explained you are gonna do the racetrack between 24 and 26,000 for check 1 and check 2. Make sure that how the you decide. I mean, if you want to be at 24,000, 25,000, or 26,000, so just do the conflict, and then you orbit all these area here of lane D. Lane Echo, this is going to be where Overlord takes Echo and fill 1 and 2. These are 2 flights of F2 F-16s each that are going to be protecting the Overlord and Texaco. Yeah. And last but not least, Crossroad is call sign Viper 1, is a air-to-air cap mission here. That is going to be the green line here that you see is basically in case of any MiG-21 goes a little bit rogue and goes north, they will take care of that, but that shouldn't happen. Questions on the nav plan?
Yeah. Is check 4 following check 3 behind any kind of
Yes.
distance behind?
Yeah, you will see right now during the takeoff times, but it's pretty much between 2 to
Right.
4 minutes behind. Yep.
And the drop to 1,500 feet, that's assuming after we've launched harms.
Yeah, once you are at waypoint 2, waypoint 2 is push, so is fencing as well, and we descend immediately to 1,500.
Oh, so we're launching at 1,500 feet?
We will have to pop up a little bit, most likely.
Right. But our engagement
but-
altitude is going to be 1,500 feet, not 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
All right, that's good to know.
I mean, the reason why we have to descend to, we don't need to descend immediately to 1,500 feet, but remember that these are the SA5's
Yep.
engagement.
So
areas.
the question was just about giving the harms enough energy to reach the target before we drop to 1,500 feet.
We should have enough time. Maybe we're
Okay.
at 1,500, let's say, in this area here, around here, and we don't pick up anything. We'll have to pop up a little bit for the harms. I think the most difficult is going to be this one here of check 4 because there are mountains around. This one of check 3 is pretty much in the coastal area, and this one here of this last SA2 as well is in the coastal area, so we should pick up this SA3 and SA2 quite easily.
So to answer your question, we're engaging at 1,500 feet is when we'll launch the harms. Yeah. Obviously, we can pop up from there, but
yeah, if we don't say it, we pop up a little bit. We coordinate via radio. Yeah.
Roger.
I mean,
okay.
Well, when we come here, I mean, honestly, between lane B and C, I mean, we should have the SA8 and SA3 really in front of us, like literally in front of us. Yep. All right. Radio usage. Nighthawk, feel free to chime in here. But basically, we do the radio checks within the flights in the intra-flight frequency, which is the COM2 and the push button here that you see are for the respective flights. Again, we're not going to have check 6, but obviously check 1 is push button 1, check 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on the COM1, you have already push button 1 is in Select Tower, ATC. Yeah. Push button 2 is a package overload, 3 is a tanker, and 10 is a divert field. So in this case, flight leads check in within Select Tower 360.1. Again, is push button 1 on COM1 for startup taxi and takeoff instructions. Nighthawk is going to provide instructions in a second on how to do that. Once airborne, we can all switch to package overload. This is going to be push button 2 in COM1 I think it's good for the wingmans to also be in 22500 in COM1, but only the flight leads to transmit on this frequency. If you are not a flight lead, just feel free to listen, but just for the flight leads to transmit. Radio reports, obviously report airborne when you're pushing, and waypoint 2 code words is going to be only this one in the bottom. Any target destroyed, especially the raiders, obviously, and when we are aggressing. Tailor time is we have destroyed all the targets, which are the raiders of the SA2, SA3, SA2, and the other SA2. And that's pretty much Miller time is the code for everyone to egress if you have not already egressed. Nighthawk, anything you want to say here? You are going to be ATC.
Well, okay, for startup, right? Fight leaders, DM me on Discord. So we're going to use a system called CPDLC, which is just like no voice, just computer. So on your tablet, basically, just tell our request for startup for your flight, and then after that, voice.
So
Right.
okay.
Flight 8. This is the most important for coordination purposes. First of all, it's not here, but for awareness, the mission is gonna load. The scenario is gonna load at 1557. 1557. Once we load the mission, everybody start up immediately the engines, especially check 1 and check 2. Then I'm gonna start the mission at 1600. At 1600, you are gonna see mission stars. Good luck, right? But the scenario is gonna be loading at 1557, so we have enough time again, especially check 1 and check 2 to start up the engines. Yep. Taxi instructions. All check flight taxi at arming area run runway 05. This is what you see here in the green arrow. Okay. If you recall the taxiway alpha, which is this one here, um, you have an area that you can go here to the arming area and park here parallel. This is what we have to do. Do not go to this taxi area here because we are gonna block F-16s that are coming from this area. We don't want to do that. So make sure that you go this area here. If you have to wait, just wait, but do not block the intersection here. Okay.
Just
All right.
want to check, will the H-16s launch first?
Yeah, you're gonna see here. Yeah. So check 1 is immediate departure at 16:05 local. Check 2, 2 minutes later. We don't have check 6, so don't have to worry about that. Check 3, let me start by here. Check 5 is gonna depart at 16:10. This is because you are the one that are flying the farthest. So take off first on the seat flights. Then check 4, 2 minutes later at 16:12. And then check 3, which is the closest. This is the SA3, is gonna be at 16:16 local. All right. We don't have to worry about Dodge because Bolts was not able to join, so that doesn't apply. Right. But these flights here and these times, make sure that we take off in this sequence. All right. And this is because we want to be time on target around 1635 and 1650. So basically in 15 minutes difference, we can blow up the entire area. That's why it's this sequence. Okay. As I mentioned, after flight rejoin at waypoint 1, proceed to waypoint 2, mission block and fence in directly, and start pushing. Check 3, 4, 5 again, push at waypoint 2, descend to 1500 or below. Check 3, the target is SA3. Once target destroyed, you can contact check 1. In this case, it's going to be Howdy for air-to-air support. If Howdy says, no, I don't need anything, I'm good, then proceed to waypoint 4 and egress. Same for check 4. Only difference is that the target is SA2. A little bit farther. And we might need to refuel depending of if we stay too much on the area or not, on the target area or not. Check 5, same thing as check 4. You may have to refuel Vivo probably. Again, it depends. I mean, if you are hovering around the target area for too long. Yep. All right, loadouts. Again, ignore check 6, please. But the air-to-air, you have 2 sidewinders. 6 120s, and 3 fuel tanks. You should have plenty of fuel. Check 3, 4, and 5. We have 2 sidewinders, 2 MRAMs, 2 harms each, and then we have 4 Mark 82s high drag. That we have practice with these ones. These are the ones that are parachute retarded. So similar to when we attacked the Silkworm battery. So same thing. We have 4, drop 2 to each pass. So basically, we fire the harms. If we destroy the raider, we continue. We do 1 pass. The first pass, drop 2 Mark 82s minimum, then 180 degrees turn. On the way back, we drop the last 2 Mark 82s back to base. Um, Dodge, you can ignore again because we don't have dodge, but just for general awareness, each F-15 is behind us. Each aircraft has 12 CBU-897s. So if we don't destroy all the launchers with the Mark 82s, don't worry too much. 12 CBU-97s is devastating. Fuel, Joker 4000, Bingo 2000. Yep. Rules of engagement, same as before. Yep. That's it. Questions?
I just want to make a point for the air-to-air stuff, just to be aware of. If the self-defense commit range that was on there was 30 nautical miles, that's fine. Just bear in mind for all the seed flights and deed flights, all of us. Basically, yeah, what that means is if there's a target that's hot on you within 30 nautical miles and check 1 or 2 is not engaging it or has not gone to it, you need to switch into air-to-air and forget what you're doing. But that shouldn't be an issue because we have enough air-to-air. But that's just something to bear in mind. It's not a case of we're going to ignore them. They're 20 miles away. We're going to continue on our mission. It's like that has to be dealt with. So if check 1 or 2 isn't supporting that target, then you'll deal with it. Otherwise, it should be a non-factor. Just something to bear in mind.
Yep. This mission is not as easy as the previous one. I guarantee you that. Just one thing, as Vivo says, the check 3s are going to be in this area. Sorry, check 3, 4, and 5 are going to be in this area at low altitude, most likely. Check 1, check 2, you're going to be here. MiG-21s are going to come this direction, Su-27s from the south. So just coordinate check 1, check 2. The timing, it depends a little bit of the time of the tech, but don't go all of you for the MiG-21s and leave this area alone, right? Or vice versa. The other thing to take into account, don't go too much inland because you're going to start to be in the engagement zone of the SA-5s. But you can attract them, and just remember, this is the engagement zone of the SM-2. And by the way, they're going south. The ships are going south. So keep this in mind.
Do we have the push button list of what channel is which somewhere?
Yeah, I put those in briefing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, Vivo. Yep. Oh, and by the
Is
way,
it the same as the last mission?
this is the same or very similar. Com1 is the same. Com2 obviously has changed because we have more flights, but it's the same as last mission. And I put a copy paste of all the frequencies, including the frequency itself, if I remember correctly, on the briefing that you have on DCS. If you see the briefing instructions, there is always the blue situation or the blue task or the blue mission. I don't remember how it's called, but if you check there, you're gonna see the frequencies.
Okay, so we can bring it up in game.
Yeah, you can bring that in main game, so you don't have to switch. And if you have different monitors or VR or whatever you have, so it's in game is in the blue box there on the briefing. Yep. Other questions?
Do I have permission? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, do I have permission to sacrifice one of my AMRAMs for an outflare?
If you want.
I just figured that the bombing runs on the target areas, it'll be easier to find the target areas if I can put a target point on it.
Honestly, you shouldn't. You will not need that. If you want to take it, but you will not need that because you're going to see, if we are successful with the harms, you're going to see the smoke there. It's daylight.
Okay.
And the other thing is a pretty clear area. So And obviously with the Mark 82s, you don't need the flare. But if you, and we're gonna be flying pretty low, by the way. So I don't know how effective is gonna be the flare. But if you wanna take it, just feel free.
And instead of Mark 82s, can we take LMAVs?
Sorry, say again.
Can we take LMAVs instead of Mark 82s?
We don't have time to like linger and drop a bomb at a time from 10,000 feet because we
Yeah,
have to
I
be
mean,
low. Is why we need the.
Yeah. Do not stay over the target area for too long. I put the Mark 82s just, I mean, to have a little bit more fun than just the harms. But honestly, it's like just destroy the radar, drop the bombs, get the heck out of there. That's pretty much the. That's pretty much what we have to do. If we stay over the target area, the same thing that we did like in Minakar base, that's not. We're not gonna survive because these Su-27s are fully armed. But if you want to change it, I mean, the Mark 82s for L maps, I mean, as long as you fire them quickly and
Yeah.
you get out, I mean, I'm just discuss with your flight leader.
Okay.
Not my recommendation, but again, I have a little bit of advantage because I created the mission. Right? Are we good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
No more questions? Okay, I'm gonna load the mission. Right now, just remember, as soon as we load the mission, it's 15:57. Especially check 1, check 2, start up the engines, coordinate with ATC, and remember the departure times, right? I mean, it was 16:05 for check 1, and at 1600, I'm gonna start the mission.
Rudge.
You're gonna see plenty of F-16s, the Overlord, Texaco taxiing as well. So just FYI.
And then in
Right.
terms of the voice channel we all scatter to, just go to the flight respective to your number and check 5. You just stay in here because I don't have a flight 5.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, in COM 1 you have sorry, in COM 2. COM 2, every push button from 1 to 6 is the respective intra-flight frequency. And then once we are all airborne, we switch to COM 1 push button 2, which is the Overlord package. Good.
Yep.
All right then. I'm gonna just go in right now. The mission syncing. Hopefully I don't screw this up. All right. Loading the mission. Should be loaded right now. All right. And if you want to go to Discord to different flights, that's okay.
All right, switching over to my flight channel then.
All right.
Okay then.
Good.
Personally, I'm just gonna keep what's called the
Oh.
Mark 82s.
Yeah, it's just gonna be better off. I mean, it's not a high priority to get those stuff, but I mean, the whole idea is we're flying low the whole time.
Yeah.
So that's
So we're taking SC2s, right?
Yep. No, we're SA3s.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
There.
what code is that? 117, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have my kneeboard up.
That is SC3 is an 122.
122, Roger.
Apparently. Let's see.
There's my SRS.
According to Google, it's 122, but according to DCS, it's 123.
The kneeboard should be accurate.
Yeah, SA3 go 123. SA8's 117. Okay.
Hold on, let me go harass Wrinkles.
Why?
Because he's in your slot.
What a bitch.
Hey, Wrinkles, check your slot. You're in a check 3, bird.
Say again, sorry. Oh, 3-2. Sorry, I was supposed to be in. Yeah, I'm in 3-2, aren't I?
No, you're
Yeah, 3-2.
Oh, I'm wrong. Yeah, you're correct. Sorry. I'm
No
so used
worries.
to being check 3. I lied. We're check 5. I thought we were check 3. So now I'm not sure what we're doing, to be honest.
We're SA2.
So we are SA2 then. Okay. I guess we're not the first one. Then I don't know what our takeoff time is. Do you have that?
Yes, I do. Our takeoff time is at 16:10 local. I don't know
Okay.
why it's like that, but check 3 is at 16:16.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, just load the mission. It's not that hard. So push bound 1 is tower, right?
No. Yes. Sorry.
I am
I'm tripping.
getting so confused.
Yeah, yeah, future iterations of this, we'll either have a kneeboard or at least post the PowerPoint. Because the kneeboard condenses all of this information into one thing. But,
What's the frequency numbers for it?
the numbers, that should be in briefing whenever you load in.
Okay, because right now I'm in the clouds. Right.
Check for 1, ready to check.
Let's just
Lima
hope.
Charlie 4-1.
Thank you.
Right, 4 minutes until check. Thing has to go. So check 1 is howdy amble, right?
I think so, yeah.
Right. Why is the local time moving so fast?
It's not.
It's not. Never mind, I'm getting like 2-second intervals.
All flights, just be aware. Mission has started about 30 seconds ago.
So Wingnut just joined.
Copy that.
One might be delayed a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm editing the delays.
I'm gonna mute myself here.
So taxiing ready. Perfect.
In Zurich Tower, check 3-1, request startup.
They're calling you.
I know, I'm not loaded in yet.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you please say standby?
Stand by for tower. You're clear to start up, but tower's still loading in.
Right.
360 comms check.
Lima Charlie.
Check 2-1 traffic. We're requesting power up.
All flights here good to start up.
What did he say?
All flights are good to start up.
Okay.
Check 1, you should be taking off in about 2 minutes.
Copy that. We have one had some trouble connecting who's in the middle of startup right now.
People, unfortunately, Dodge flight has taken off right now. That's the flight that I changed from client to AI. That should have not happened, but that will manage.
All stations, tower is online. Check 1, taxi at own discretion.
Copy that. Check 1 taxi.
And check on make sure to hold at the arming pad.
And just a reminder, for you, Nighthawk, we are on push button 5, comm 2.
Yes, push button. Make sure to get that volume up there. Push button 5. Shalom.
Hello. And check 501 good jet.
And check 5-2. Good check, waiting for INSLI.
And I've got 126. Was that the confirmed thing for SA2s?
Uno momentum, please.
Because that's what I've got on my knee board.
Yes, it is 126.
Roger. Defuse, instant, drag, and UFC quantity 2, cool. Interval, 20 feet. 25 feet.
Oh my, these are things happening. Check 2. And check 2. Clear to taxi by own discretion. Hold 3 on pad.
And we've got about 5 minutes before we take off.
How many F-16s is there that need to take off? All of them, right?
Yeah, I think they all take off before us.
Select traffic. Check 2-1. Flight of 2 Hornets ready for taxi.
You are clear to taxi to rearming pad and by own discretion.
This is real good.
Copy that.
These guys are going to shatter all of our targets.
F-16 is not going. Or did they? Oh, now they already took off. There's only 2 of them, right?
Yeah, it's 2 F-16s and then a flight of F-15s took off. Which the F-15s will either hopefully get shot down or they will steal all of our targets.
And tower check 3-1, west taxi to runway 5.
And so negative to check 3-5, still have 9 minutes until departure time. And check 1, you are cleared for pickup.
Copy that. Check 1 clear for pickup. Our third will be joining us late. He doesn't have the same access pack installed.
Copy that. And check 2, you may also take off after approximately 2-minute interval between check 1 and 2. Oh my days.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Oh, this is gonna go for sure, some way.
I just have an issue here. I didn't get the rearming completeness. There we go. I'm ready.
Check my stuff here.
And check 2, just taxi straight on forward onto the runway holding point, and I'll let you know once you find out.
I think I'm good. There's always something I forget. I don't remember what.
Sorry, traffic, I missed that. Can you please repeat?
Carry on for straight takeoff. Maintain holding at runway point 05. Then go into the rearming point, and I'll let you know when to take off. Oh, it doesn't.
Proceeding to the rearming point.
Would you mind repeating that? That was a collision between two flights. And check 2, after departing EWAX, I believe, you may take off.
Copy that.
And check 3, you are good for taxi to runway 05. Right, that's our line.
Check 3-1 is having a slight SOS reboot. I'm just informed him that we are running, so yeah.
For check. What the fuck is happening?
My bad.
ATC,
Very good.
check 2. Taxi to runway. Copy.
And check 3, cancel that, please. Just hold position. Now to check 5, and back. Check 5, clear to taxi to runway 05, holding at rearm 5.
Check 5, taxi runway 05, holding rearm.
Check 3, copy.
Sour, check 2. Almost in position for takeoff.
Copy that. For fuck's sake. Copy that, you are clear to take about in discussion.
Did you just go rocketing past me? I think he just went past me. I'm at 350 knots at 4,500 feet
Check comms, wrong net there, howdy.
from waypoint 1.
Howdy, wrong channel.
Tower, this is check 2, ready for takeoff.
You may take off and maintain your given altitude and speed at region push.
Go.
Inside like tower, check 4, flight of 2 Hornets, we are ready to taxi.
And check 4, you may taxi behind check 5 and also go rearm path.
Taxi behind check 4, sorry, behind check 5, check for 1.
I'm still climbing. We're going to head up to 26,000.
Wrong frequency.
I apologize. It keeps changing the frequency on me.
Oh, you're all good, buddy.
And We good to roll or?
And check 5, line up and wait on runway 05.
Check 5, line up and wait.
And check 3, taxi behind check 4. And also go through young pad.
Roger, taxi behind check.
You're so good at taxiing.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking... He's told me to line up and wait. I'm not gonna waste time.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Tell me not to? I'm a fucking military aircraft, god damn it.
Check 5 at own discretion, pick off.
Take off at own discretion, check 5.
Check 2, out of took off, heading for 12,000 feet.
Copy that, maintain rejoin point until all flights are up in the sky.
Alright, flight final checks. One final check's complete.
2 final checks complete.
Alright, run them up. 1 good jet.
2 good check.
Brakes, brakes, brakes off. 1 rolling. And 1 rotate.
And 1 up.
Check 4, holding short of runway 05.
And check for 2 more minutes and then you're clear to take off. Line up by what you're running 05.
Check 4, lining up at runway 05.
Flight leads, this is check 2. Just checking in, what time are we to egress from waypoint 1?
That I'm not sure, you're going to have to talk to check 4-1.
It should be an immediate switch to waypoint 2.
That's a firm. You don't wait for waypoint 1. After waypoint 1, you go to waypoint 2 directly.
And what speed I was supposed to be at? Altitude?
300 knots, climbing at 5 degrees, waiting for you to rejoin, and then we'll climb to 22,000 feet.
Copy that. And check 4, clear to take off.
Check 4, clear for takeoff.
You did say 300, right?
I said what?
300 knots.
I said 300 knots. We'll go ahead and speed it up to 350 knots, though.
Okay, and are we using radial or what's called barometric altitude?
Barrow. Also, check your data link. Just want to make sure it's on.
And tower, check 3, holding short.
And check 3 on to check for the plotted clear for immediate takeoff.
Check 4 is airborne.
And tower, say again, you say check 3 clear for takeoff?
Yes, sir. Straight immediate takeoff. Waypoint 1.
And all flights, just a reminder, once you're airborne, switch COM 1, push button 2.
All stationary stations inside the tower is now offline.
Check 4, checking in.
Lima Charlie, check 4, and this is check 5. Alright, let's switch to
Copy that.
waypoint
This is
2, check turn right, reference, south.
Copy that. Right turn. Waypoint 2.
slightly. It's check 2 progressing to waypoint 2. We're aiming for Angel 23.
And check 5 is also pushing waypoint 2, 68 miles, climbing to 22,000.
Would you like me to be on your left or right side?
I got no preference. Left or right's either's fine with me. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
Which side do you look better?
I like the right better, I think. It's nicer to look over to my right than my left.
Got the helmet, right.
Alright, I can go ahead and switch to SA. Cool. And once we're on heading, we'll go ahead and go full burner and climb.
Copy that. Full burn engine or until like specific speed?
Looks like it's gonna be 190 heading, and we'll go, yeah, just full burner, full power, and we'll pitch up 10 degrees.
Copy that.
Alright, let's go ahead and put on the burners. Wait for them to light. Once we hit 357 knots, or 375 knots, we'll go ahead and pitch up 10 degrees. Alright, pitching up. I'm gonna start easing the nose down to try and catch that 22,000.
Copy that, still full afterburner.
Negative, we'll slow down to
Check for
point,
passing
Mach 1.8.
waypoint 1 and heading to waypoint 2 at 15,000 feet, 70 miles from waypoint 2.
And that bit is perfectly working.
Roger.
Check 2 flying level at Angel 23, heading to waypoint 2, 38.7 miles.
We're gonna turn to 190.
And check 5 established at 22,000, 49 miles, waypoint 2.
Check 1 established at Angels 26, 14.6 from waypoint 2.
I'm gonna keep it a good distance for you, I think, you know, so practice for launch.
Roger. Yeah, the only thing good that could happen is the F-15s all get shot down. Because I don't even know how fast they're going. 400 knots, I'm going...
And just to be sure, it's supposed to be, harm's supposed to be on PB, on harm mode, and target code 126, right?
Stand by, let me check that. Yep, it's going to be PB, pull-up mode is going to be harm, HRM, and target is 126.
That is cool.
And make sure you go ahead and program your Mark 82s. The main thing to focus on is the, to catch is the drag mode, and make sure that's set to RET. Hello there, reroll Rhino, how are you doing? Affirm.
Just like some people at my school.
I figured something like that was going to come. So once we hit waypoint 2, we'll go ahead and drop down and descend to 1,500 feet, and then we'll waypoint designate waypoint 3 and just launch when we can. Oh, hey, Super. We've got a potential conflict as our F-15 pilot didn't show up, and Lucky went to switch the mission really quickly to go grab the AI.
There seems to be a little issue.
Early. Is it the F-15s that are inbound to all our targets?
No, it seems to be my bombs. They didn't change.
Oh, what do you mean they didn't change?
They're kind of lazy. I think the GP-12s. I am very confused. I picked Mark 82Y and the
Check 1 and check 2, be advised there are enemy fighter jets already scouting.
Mark 82, wise on you. Does it not say? Oh, I'm looking at it.
We'll wait for them.
Ah, damn it. This fucking stupid game. There we go. Oh, rescind last. Yes, I see your laser bombs.
We might be fine though, not big a deal. Just drop 2 bombs and like random targets. I'll drop it at CCIP.
I didn't hear anything that Prawnman said.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
he
you
was
should
saying
be fine.
anything.
The only problem is the fusing because of how low you are, so you may have to pop up a little more.
Yeah, negative communications from me as well, but I right now have enemy fighter jets, enemy bandits at my 11 o'clock.
Sorry for my comms. Should we engage those targets or should we wait for them to get closer?
Check 1 is moving through.
Copy.
Are you getting spiked by that SA2 as well?
Pardon?
Are you getting spiked by that SA2?
Check 2,
Negative.
turning to waypoint 3.
Raj, just me then. Wait, I feel like the wrong order is occurring, because we're supposed to go in for like the second target, aren't we? Or the last one?
Yeah,
Check
I
1, we
believe so.
advise SA8 is active, SA8 is active.
Raj. And check 5 has an interrogative. Do you want us to linger at waypoint 2 or push direct to waypoint 3? Because we're last in. So you want us to fly below the SA3 and 2? I can't remember.
Negative, after waypoint 2 you should proceed to directly to waypoint 3. There is a flight ahead of you, call sign Chevy 1. Their targets are SA8.
Roger.
By the time that you pass over the area, the SA8 should be eliminated.
Well, that feels a bit weird.
And check 5 is going to be the same. I mean, for the SA3, check 3 should take care of that.
Roger. Alright, check 5 pushing waypoint 3, descending down to 1,500 feet. Alright, let's fucking do this. We'll just pitch down to like 15 degrees or something. And check turn left for waypoint 3.
How are you doing it?
Well, actually,
Yep,
check
let's go
5
for
now,
this
be
up.
advised, be careful with the SA3.
5 for heading.
Speed 165, say.
Check 5. you may
Negative,
wanna
sorry,
turn
that was the
orbit where you
heading.
are in the
We'll try and
position.
maintain 0.8 Mach for speed.
Copy that. They're currently doing a 10-degree dive. Just trying to find out where you are.
Yeah, cut it to 15 degrees and I'm off your right low.
Yep, I see.
Check 5, do you copy?
Sin last, sorry.
Check 5, you may consider to do an orbit to your left in the current position.
Roger. All right. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and start an orbit left, then we'll just do a loop.
Check 2 turning in for.
All right, let's go ahead and check turn left. We'll do a 180. Maintain this
Minus-
descent though.
Copy that. 33 degrees.
Let's go
And
45.
check 3, what's your speed?
15 degrees down as well.
Yeah, affirm. Just continue the descent. Just
Check 3,
180
what's
down
your
here.
current airspeed?
Copy that. What's
Current
our
speed
altitude?
is
Speed.
350.
The end.
1,500 feet and
No, that's for
try
check
not push
3.
past
Check 3, what's your
450
current
knots on our
airspeed?
descent.
Check 3.
Copy that.
I've got a lock on a target. On cycling left. 37 miles.
Check 3, what's your current airspeed?
Check 3's current airspeed is 350.
Alright, check 3, accelerate to 400 knots, 400.
Roger. 400.
And check 52 is up.
Roger. Yeah, I got visual. You're right in front of me. Go ahead and slow down to 350 knots. We'll maintain that airspeed.
Copy that.
And yeah, there's ATC. It was Nighthawk, who will do it also on the return. Who's flying with me. And we can shift it into a 30-degree turn.
Copy that. Yes, but
Well, there we go. Yeah, it's starting to get a little overstimulated there on that descent. There was a lot of fucking comms going on. And no one was answering, and there's probably flights about to get shot down. But, you know, it'll be okay. Yeah, Lucky has been on fire. I'm really thankful that he,
well,
All flights we advise we have lost. Check one flight is lost.
Let's see, I knew people get shot down.
shit. Well, with my laser guard bombs, I just drop them like a dumb bomb, I guess. I'll try my best to get them activated.
Raj, yeah, no big deal if it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Also, check your data link again. Make sure both subpages are on. I'm just not seeing you on my HMD.
What am I supposed to click again?
D/L, turn it on, and then D/L again and turn it on.
Yep, should be on.
Yep, gotcha. Alright, let's do one more orbit, because they're passing us shortly here.
Copy that.
Alright, check 5 is going to do another orbit. We see check 3 above, but we'll just continue so we're behind.
Yeah, copy that, check 5, let check 3 pass, and then after check 3 we can go check 4 and check 5.
Check 3 has waypoint 2. Flight lead is AFK for a sec.
I love how anytime someone's on the radio, someone just wants to fucking push that button. You can always hear the step. I just love hitting it. Yeah, I don't know how we create situations where, I mean, I guess, I don't know, we need more air-to-air training, I think, but it still doesn't, you know, it's one of those, like, diminishing marginal utility. That's a horrible way to explain it, but, like, because it seems like anytime there's an air threat, half a flight is going to get wiped out, which is maybe just, like, the nature of it, but I think I need to reinforce people being cautious.
Overlord, check 3 here. Notice that the SA8s are still up. Should we go for those?
Negative, your target is SA3, SA3.
No, I fucking lost him in this. finally surged past you.
Finally, took you a while.
And we're going to come out of this turn on heading and fly direct to the target.
Okay. And then straight to waypoint 3, yes?
Yep, A-firm. Those F-15's alive. Most of them are not. Good. Let's see, we have Bull. Okay, Bull's still up. That's good. Never mind, it's not as dire
Check
as I
3
thought.
is stay away from the engagement area of SA8.
Right, and I'm pressing waypoint this game right now.
Rudge. I will shortly. Let me just get on it. 165. And let's go ahead and fence in.
Angels 1.5 and 350 knots. May I ask why the targets are a bit to the left in the waypoint?
Why there are targets a bit to the left of our waypoint?
Never mind, I forgot that we have a waypoint 4 to go to, my bad.
Yeah. Waypoint 3 is our target point, but that should be on land and all that.
I thought waypoint 4 is strike, but like target.
No, waypoint 4 is egress. Waypoint 3 is target. That's why we designate.
On the briefing, we did set waypoint 3 is IP push, and then waypoint 4 is strike, and then 5 is egress.
Negative. I think you're one step off. But yeah, waypoint 3 is confirmed the target. If you like click on me on the map, you'll see that waypoint 3 correlates to that. And also, I didn't advise earlier, but Overlord check 5 is inbound to waypoint 3, 51 miles.
Copy check 5, I'll check flight to be advised, SA8 is still active.
And I am 2 miles behind you.
What the fuck?
Good shot, check 3.
We pick up the AC-27 engaging, turning in to engage.
Yeah, you're clear to engage.
Huh?
At what mileage are we gonna, what's called, deploy our harms?
Check your targets, check 3. You might be locking us, or the Harriers. There's no SU-27s over here. Hey, check your IFF, make sure it's on.
Roger.
You said IFA? Or IFF?
IFF, make sure that's on.
There, oh yeah, wait.
Was it on?
It's supposed to be on AR or XP?
It doesn't. It should just say XP when it's on.
Yep. It's on here.
Okay, and was it not on before, out of curious?
It was.
It was on?
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure why they were shooting shit down. Maybe I'm wrong about what's over there.
Yeah, there's a black scope behind us.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I looked at my essay and I didn't see fucking anything, and I was like, the only thing in front of us is that. But whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and step it up to 400 knots.
400 up now. It says I have around 2 minutes until we hit target. Deployment.
Roger. I don't have a timer. I should look into that. Why don't I have a timer? A waypoint designated. It's in PB mode. Ain't much else I can do. I'm in range. Are you in range?
Actually, yeah, I think I'm in range, yeah.
Okay, cool. That was the difference. Alright, let's go ahead and pitch up and just fucking launch these things, Raj.
Roger that.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, hit it.
1 and 2, gone.
Yeah, get both of them off. And once you finish popping up, drop back down to 1500.
Copy that. Still 400 knots.
Yeah, we'll maintain 400 knots. Did you get both off?
Yep.
And all flight speed advised, check 5, Magnum times 4.
Check 5, repeat last communication.
Magnum times 4, check 5.
Copy that.
God, if I could maintain an altitude. I hunger, that's my problem.
I am currently being locked on. Don't know about what.
It's the SA2. Set your jammer to transmit. Or to, yeah, XMet. God, I wish there was a way to fucking turn off the harm thing sitting there.
And Overlord here, check 3. Looking to get a status update here. Could we engage the SA8s here? Looks like they're still up. Got some ordnance still.
Yeah, if you have ordnance remaining, you are clear to engage the remaining SA8 battery.
Roger that. Check 3 turning hot.
Alright, I believe there's some MiG-29s to our 11 o'clock. 2 of them.
Yeah, can you give me a range? I'm not seeing them.
Negative, not right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing the RWR ping. There is an unknown somewhere above us, I'm just not sure where. $35,000?
38, 45 miles or so. Directly to our 11 o'clock right now.
Yeah, do you have visual on them?
Negative, just my radar is big enough.
Raj. Okay. We'll try and get a pass and we'll see what to do after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be following my GV12.
Raj. Alright, I'm going for a launcher to the left of the smoke plume.
I believe I'm going to something right in the middle of everything.
Roger. Come on. Give me that pipper.
I am going to increase altitude and then dive back down.
Pickle 2 times.
Copy that.
Flying about 3 miles out, and then I'm turning back in.
Yep. I see.
And turning back in.
And none of my bombs wanted to drop.
Roger. Try and make a second pass. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just egress.
Copy that. Being tracked by something. Never mind, you know.
And pickle. A little bit of a mess. And proceeding waypoint 4.
Copy that.
And Overlord check 5. Seems like we've disabled the bulk of this SA2 site. Proceeding direct waypoint 4.
And bombs don't want to go off, so just gone straight for enemy BMP, I believe.
Raj, good work.
And pushing up and pull. What altitude would you want me to be for weapon pull?
Let's maintain 1500 for the time being. We gotta get outside the engagement range of the SA5s. And I'm going 350 knots, by the way.
Copy that.
Lee, what is the status of the mission so far? We're almost Winchester.
Oh, I'm getting credit for someone's kills.
Overlord 1-1-1-1. Request picture. 1-1. Overlord 1-1. 2 groups. First group at full die 151-450 at 26,000. Additional group at full 121-190 at 24,000.
Check 3, what's your status?
We're attacking targets of opportunity here. About to break off.
Roger. Alright, yeah, whenever you're Winchester, go ahead and proceed direct waypoint 4. And, gotta find the fucking thing. Check 4, what's your status?
Currently engaging targets.
Roger.
Copy that. We're 15 miles away.
And check 2, whereabouts are you on the racetrack?
Just to heading out to waypoint 3. We're almost Winchester. I've got one stick left.
Roger.
And check 1 is back in the air, and we are at waypoint 2, heading to waypoint 3.
Roger, check 1. Yeah, looks like there's a bunch of air-to-air threats just to the southeast. Looks like near check 4. What's your fuel state?
Mine?
Yeah, from
5 miles to turn to waypoint 3.
6.3. Okay, cool. I'm 6.4, so we're good.
Check 4, be advised, we have destroyed the SE2 battery. All churchill vehicles.
Check 4.
This is check 2, heading out to waypoint 3. We've got 2 times AMRAM and 4 sidewinders left. Should we regress back to waypoint 2, or should we continue to orbit waypoint 3?
We're check 5, by the way, not check 4.
Who, what? We're check 5? Yeah, I know. I was calling for check 4. Did I say check 4?
Yeah. You said
Check 3, 4, and 5, we should be already aggressive from the target area.
And yeah, that's right. Like the check 3 is aggressive.
So then check 2, if you just kind of want to put yourself in a position to just cover us egressing to waypoint 4. As long as you're just kind of behind everyone, you should be fine.
let's hope I could land first to get sort of AC coverage over that's everything.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to get us to direct to the airfield. Alright, we should be out of the effective range of the SA5s or whatever they were, so let's go ahead and climb up to 10,000.
5 degree or 10 degree?
Let's do 10 degree and just full burn because we're
Turning left to 150.
Okay, full burn is 10 degree. One 150 or 140?
Let's make it full milk because I forgot we're super light, and then we're going up to 10,000.
Copy that, no panel and 10,000.
Check flights, do you have any enemy activity in your area? Check 4 doesn't have any signal on the AW.
Let's make it 8,000. I don't want to get up in these fucking clouds. And we'll slow back down to 350 knots. Oh, fuck it, push it to 10. I'm sorry, I'm being anti-weird, because now I forgot the base is at 8.
I figured why my radios are screwing up. Simple comms is turned on, so every time I talk to AWACS or the airport, it changes my radio 2 to that frequency.
You said 350, yes?
Yep, 350 knots at 10,000 feet.
Okay, 350.
That'll work. There's the fleet, there's Cyprus. So yeah, we still got a long fucking ways to go. Long, long ways. So let's see, waypoint 5 is 45 miles. Ah, it's not so bad.
You thought after this we go to waypoint 6?
Waypoint 5.
Check 5, what's your fuel state?
5.3.
Was that to check 5?
Affirm for check 5.
Yeah, 5.3.
And check 3 is passing waypoint.
Check 5, assuming that you are not going to refuel, correct?
Negative, we will not be refueling.
Yeah, visual on you.
And check 3, if you aren't already, go ahead and proceed direct to waypoint 5. Oh, you gotta love it. There's some kind of unknown something that keeps floating around. Let me turn off my jammer. It's something jamming. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Alright, let's push waypoint 5. And check turn left.
And waypoint.
And go ahead and fence out.
At this time, all check flights, you should be aggressing already. Can you confirm? Check 1, check 2, check 3. Check 1, can you confirm you're aggressing?
Was this check 2? We're egressing back to waypoint 2.
Okay, affirm. Check 1, are you aggressing?
Repeat that.
Are you already egressing?
Yes, check 1 will proceed to waypoint 4.
Okay, copy that. So all flights are egressing.
Check 1, the advice we're passing below you.
Bull too lucky.
Was it not 21? Was.
Say again, check 2.
Check 2, just advising check 1 that we passed below them, 1,000 feet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just confirming it. We are all egressing at this point, which is what we should be doing.
Oh fuck, I was wrong. Yeah, push to waypoint 6. I forgot 5 is the refuel mark. Go ahead and check turn right.
Copy that.
Well, that puts us a bit out of sync, but it'll be okay.
So we're going waypoint 6, yes?
Yep. Go ahead and start your turn to the right in waypoint 6. We'll speed up and try and get to there first. Worst case, check 3 lands before us, but that should be easy enough to deal with.
I think they should have a little bit more fuel from us since they have 3 fuel tanks. So maybe we could excuse ourselves.
Oh, like, and just push ourselves in front? Yeah, maybe.
What speed do you want me to go to?
Let's come out of this turn and then we'll, bump it up to Mach 0.8.
Copy that.
I know, I was confused. I was like, why are we going towards fucking Cyprus?
And Mach 0.8.
And 1's at Mach 0.8.
Two is near bingo. Check fuel. What? £4,000.
4,000 pounds, Raj. Just go ahead and slip your bingo to 2,000.
Hey guys, we are quite short on fuel. This is check 2. Currently at 3,000. We're 45 miles away from waypoint 2. So we want to vector into Texaco, but we can't get into contact with it.
If you cannot contact Texaco, either divert to Larnaca or proceed directly to base if you have enough fuel. Otherwise, go to Larnaca. It's a divert field.
Copy that.
Check 2-2 to Lucky.
Go ahead, check 2-2.
What is the frequency of the tanker? I cannot get him to talk to me.
Stand by, stand by. Yeah, is it COM 1, push button 3, COM 1, push button 3.
Roger, thank you.
Forgot people were going to refuel during this. Oh yeah, we're going to pass check 3 for sure, so we can sneak her. Oh no, we're not. We're fucking next to... Who are we next to? Oh, that's Lucky. Well, we'll pass Lucky, and then check 3's going in now, so you might want to give them some direction if they're on COM 1. Well, let me just put a reminder out to everyone.
Ding dong.
Just a reminder, whenever you're in, like, within 15 miles of Insterlake, make sure you go back to COM 1, push button 1 to contact tower.
Copy that.
You can go ahead and switch frequencies if you haven't already for COM 1.
Copy that. Did you say 15 or 50 miles?
Did I say what?
15 or 50 miles to contact tower?
I said 15.
Or 80.
I'll just go ahead and step this down. Unless you want it to be 50 miles, that might make more sense so you can coordinate ahead of time.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have it all planned out now.
Disregard. Let's go.
Hey, Bebo.
Yeah, what's up?
Would it be possible for you to spawn in a tanker? We've been, like, screaming at Texaco, like, on his frequency, but he's, like, there's no F6 option for a tanker, and we're on, like, 2,000 pounds of gas.
Okay,
You're a bit far.
you have to divert. That's the only thing that can happen here.
Okay. Do you know where we could go on 2,000 pounds of gas? Like, do you think we can...
Lacatamia is your divert.
And in Solo Tower is not
That's-
online. Please report.
68 miles? It's about the best you can get.
Call sign and fuel state.
Where is that from? Is that what we captured the other night?
Negative. It's on Cyprus. It's in the middle of Cyprus.
Intellect tower, check 4, checking in.
Roger, I see that.
And
I'll
good
get on
afternoon,
the
check
phone
4,
with
you are cleared to waypoint
Yep.
6, I believe. At waypoint 6, descend to 2,500 feet, maintain 250 knots, and join into a right downwind for runway 05.
250 knots at 2,000 feet and waypoint 6, clear to approach for runway 05, check 4.
And tower check 3, right downwind, runway 5.
Copy that, check 3, you're cleared for landing. Immediate vacation of runway 05, especially on, I believe, in November.
Clear to land, check 3, we'll be sure to get out the way quick.
And Intellect Tower, check 5, 9 miles from waypoint 6 at 10,000.
And check 5, descend to 5,000 feet, maintain 300 knots.
Descend to 5,000 feet, and what was that speed? Check 5.
300.
Descend 5,000 feet, 300 knots. Check 5.
Well, we're gonna be breaking a little bit of the rules, but we did.
That's okay. You make the rules. I'm gonna descend at 5 degrees and just throwing throttle to idle.
Because it's by law by the FAA, you can't be above 250 knots below flight level 100.
Oh, Raj. But there ain't no FAA in Turkey.
Exactly, especially here where we get bombed by ISIS. I believe I'm coming up to your left, slowly.
Raj.
And check 5, negative. Check 3, please tell me when you vacated runway 05. And check 5, turn runway heading 050, maintain 5,000 feet.
And check 5, turn runway heading, maintain 5,000 feet. And yeah, check turn.
Yep.
Intellect Tower, check 1, flight of 2, inbound, Angels 26.
And check 1, you'll be landing right after check 5. And right now, what's your distance to the airport?
We're at 50 miles.
You may descend to Angels 8 and maintain speed 350.
Intellect tower, we advise check 4 is at 10 miles out. And 250 at a speed and 2,800 feet.
Check 1, descending to Angels 8. Copy.
And check 4, just go for immediate landing at own discretion.
Could be at the immediate landing at our discretion.
Check 5, cleared to descend to 2,500 feet and maintain 240 knots.
2,500 feet, 250 knots, check 5. And I'm gonna go and start descend, slow down, same thing. I love talking to him double, it's a fun time.
And check 2, check 5, after 2 miles, take a left turn to flight heading 300 and join the landing circuit.
Raj, in 2 miles, about 1 mile now, take a left-hand turn for 300 and then join the landing circuit. Check 5. Okay.
So 240 knots, 2,000.
Check for 1, for final 4.3 miles.
And check for winds are blowing 060 and 2 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 05, check for 1.
And check turn left if it's
21, direction to Larnaca, inside 1.0.
Last station calling, please repeat, very quiet.
Do you want me to maintain 300 or just continue this turn and then get in the pattern?
I was just about to say that turn left heading to there. And check 5, turn left heading to there.
Check 5, continuing to turn left. Yeah, we'll hold at 240 and then...
Check for 1 is aborting the landing, and there is a flight of check, a flight of F-16 that just passed by me.
Copy that. After landing, just go to your original base of spawning. And check 5, turn left heading approximately 170, gear down, clear for landing.
Left for 170, gear down, clear for landing. Check 5.
Righty-ho, landing procedures.
Yep, Raj.
Check 4 is gonna orbit right.
And check 4, be advised, check 5 is going to be landing before you.
Alright, copy that.
Just maintain a safe distance between the airport and just maintain your altitude and speed 200, and after check 5 vacated you may proceed for landing procedures and land.
Alright, copy that for check 4. We are at 2000 feet, 250 knots, heading 230 after the hour orbit right.
Copy that.
That's a pretty mosque. Never noticed that.
And check 5 meet for landing please, and report when vacated.
Check 5 copies all.
Right, so onto your left, or maybe not anymore. Behind you, okay.
Yep, Raj, I got you. I'm slowing down pretty hard here to get on speed.
And check 5, good defense.
Check 5, clear to land, and check 5 on short final runway 05.
Check 4, we're gonna turn to runway heading.
Copy that. You may now execute all landing procedures and just land at your own discretion.
With that, proceeding to final. Alright.
Check 1, Angels 8, 9 miles from the airport.
Came in a little high, but that's
And
okay.
check 1, you may descend to 3,000 feet, maintain 250 knots, and just do an orbit around the airport till check 4 has landed.
Copy that. Check 1, descending to 3,000, maintaining 250
Float here.
knots.
Put on a little power. Power. Oh, maybe I was touching the whole time. Maybe that was the most gentle landing I've ever done in my life.
Check for one, he's on final 5 miles out, gear down and drops down.
I don't remember to turn on my lights when I landed. I always forget I have them bound really conveniently, but I never use them.
And check 5 has vacated, and you can taxi to parking area of choice.
Roger, check 5, taxi to parking area.
And check for one, final 2 miles out.
Cleared for landing, check 4.
Clear for landing, runway 05, check for one.
Right, we're chilling. I mean, I think that was a mission
And check 1
success.
turn left heading 300, and
think,
after
check
for the next
1
5 miles,
died,
and then
but
after
I
5
think
miles,
1, 2.
turn left heading 240,
Maybe all check 1
descending
died? I don't know.
2,500 feet, and landing procedures.
Maybe 1-1 and 1-3 died, but 1-2 was okay. I think that's what happened.
Check for 1, touchdown.
But, you know, otherwise, that was fine. My pleasure.
Sorry you were a bit staticky. Check 1, turning to 350.
Negative, check 1, turn left heading 300, fly 300 for 5 miles. After 5 miles, fly 240 for until parallel with runway and spot of the end of the runway. After the end of the runway, please just do your normal landing procedures.
There's a lot of instructions. Too many, one might argue. I'm sure Hetty's like, okay, we'll just fly towards the runway. Which is the gist of it.
Tower, check 22, 10 miles south of waypoint 5, requesting straight-in approach as due to state 1.0.
And check 2, immediate approach available. Decrease to 2,500, and we'll have check 1 to do a little hold pattern for you.
Does nobody listen to me?
Check 22, unable. I am currently having to glide in order to make it there. I'll be unable to hold a certain altitude.
Okay, my bad. So, check 2, go straight into approach. And check 1, please do a left-hand orbit 45 degrees for 3 loops.
In select tower, we advise check for flight has vacated the active runway.
Oh, I meant to go the
check
otherwise,
2-2 to
whatever.
tower. If you want to go ahead and bring them in, you have time. I'm still 18 miles out.
Copy that, check 1, please. Maximum approach speed, so that'll be 240, and then please call short final.
You said 240 straight final, is that what you said?
Yes, straight final 240, and then when 5 mile final decrease to minimum approach speed for check 2-2.
I think we were the second set of hangars. I don't really know. Yeah, this looks right.
Tower, check 2-2, runway in sight.
That should turn all my lights off. Beautiful. God, this livery looks good. I'm gonna BRB, I gotta go to the restroom.
Tower, check 2-2, requesting clarification on landing order.
So right now we'll have check 1 seems to be a little bit far off, so you're 5 miles out, you can go straight in for approach. Go down in knots to around 220 knots and then altitude 2500. Straight in approach.
Roger, cleared, straight in approach, check 2-2.
Okay, I am returned. Let's see, we got Bull coming in. He's got plenty of fuel. 1K. No biggie. He needs to slow down, is what he needs to do.
Vivo.
Wind check.
Yeah, what's up?
Seems to be a little problem.
What's that? That Bull.
Kind of turned off my plane and I can't do comms.
Oh, it's fine. There's only one more flight. I'll do the rest for you.
Please.
Yep.
That was a bit interesting with Bull.
Yeah, it worked out fine. I mean, the timing's really actually great.
He was just a little bit fast, so I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it timed out well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see if
Now
Howdy
check
and
one.
Wingnut on final, and that should be it.
Yep. Hi, JT.
Hello.
I thought Bull's gonna land with you in Larnaca, but he carried on here.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised about.
Yeah, he just decided to divert by himself. I didn't have the fuel to follow him.
Yeah.
I was very confused. I wasn't expecting him. That's why I gave how like a long approach. But then I just realized, oh crap, he's like 20 miles away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know if I had to be more assertive.
it's good.
Yeah, you're fine. We'll figure out what went wrong. In check 5, this is new in Sterling Tower. Or sorry, check 1. Runway's clear. You're clear to land. Be advised, there is an F-15 behind you, but he should wave off. Check 1-1 and check 1-2. Just keep eyes on that F-15.
Copy that.
This F-15's really gonna actually try and land with them.
Nah, he won't. Once he realised that there's another F-18 on the runway, he'll just go around.
Yeah.
Unless he's like one of those rogue pilots, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
He's very heavy as well.
Yeah, he's got a full load. He did nothing. I think
Yeah.
this was, I think 3 of the F-15s died. And this
I
maybe
think-
is just the one survivor.
Tower, check 2-2, requesting permission to taxi to parking.
And check 2-2, clear to taxi parking.
Howdy's a bit.
Check 2-2.
He's might try
Yeah.
to do a side slip. Let's see. No, F-15 is landing.
And check 1-1, actually you'll be okay. The F-15 did land with you, but looks like he's being safely behind. And check 1-2, you should be fine to land too. Spacing should be alright.
In select tower, check for flight. Yeah,
Yeah.
has completed taxi and we are powering up.
In Sterling Tower, copies that? What are these noises I'm hearing?
The F-15.
What? Why does it make those noises?
I don't know. It's very loud.
Yeah. That sounds like a bug.
Mm.
1-1 clear the runway.
Very nice landings made by Wingnut.
Yeah, this is high quality. Raj 1-1, you are clear to taxi to parking area. And 1-2, just clear the active runway when you can, and you're also clear to taxi to the parking area.
I'm just surprised that Howdy he still has a full load. Nothing shot.
He got shot down, and so
Oh.
he got a new jet and took off, I believe.
Okay. Hi, Mason.
Hey there.
And everyone who's parked, if you can still hear me, you can come up to the briefing room and we'll start proceedings. Make it sound like a legal case or something. Oh, Wingnut is taking an interesting route. That works.
Right, lucky here.
Welcome,
Shalom.
welcome.
One, two, clear the active.
Raj 1-2, go ahead and taxi to the parking area.
Bevo, I think we had a situation again today where I did something specifically because you told me I couldn't.
That's what it seemed like. Because I thought I was like, yeah, go divert. And you were like, okay, I'll let JT know. And then I was, color me surprised when I hear Insulic Tower, I have no fuel.
Well, I was
Which
just
I
like,
think-
I was weighing it and I was like, wait, that runway's really small because you initially, I thought you said, Lakutmia or however you say it, like the heliport. And I was like, wait, I can't land there.
Yeah, it was,
So,
was it Locatomia? Is that not,
yeah.
was that not the,
No, that's a heliport.
oh.
Yeah, the word field was is Larnaca in Cyprus.
Where is that?
That's
Bottom right.
Oh, it was covered by the fucking, okay, yeah, my bad. Well, now we know. It's okay, everyone made it down and it's fine in the end.
When I touched down, I had 600 pounds of fuel.
Oh, that was plenty.
Okay, I managed to time it out perfectly then.
Yeah.
I was very confused when I got that call.
Yeah, big shouts to you, Nighthawk, for doing all of that while also flying information with me.
Yeah, I don't know how you were doing ATC at the same time flying information.
Yeah, but that was definitely a good addition. I mean, I don't think the AI was big of a problem, but you know, just the I'll drag Howdy up. But you know, just having this many aircraft, it's good to have that. And granted, there was that one F-15 that was really like, I'm gonna land with Howdy, and that's that, and you will not stop
Oh,
me.
there were a couple of F-16s landing with me. I mean, you'll see in the back view.
Okay.
And thanks goodness,
Damn.
I mean, that Mason was paying attention and told me like, hey, you have an F-16 here, like, trailing you. Yeah.
All right, we'll we'll do normal
Yeah, I saw
debrief
that one
proceedings in a bit.
landing with Howdy and Wingnut. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Oop.
Oh no, we're in the next one.
Is someone still in the mission?
Oh yeah, I can switch the thing now that everyone's landed.
Yeah, I was still in there. I was shutting my jet down.
Yeah, I've exited out there about a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
All right,
You
then
can switch.
switching the mission
Okay.
now, and then I'll grab the tech view and we'll go through usual process here.
Okay,
I
to
will
switch to
say, in the just as a general comment in the future, I meant to reach out to you, I think last flight about it, but if at least for like radio comms and stuff, which I know are usually standard anyways, but if you want me to, I can start breaking out the knee boards again, Lucky, because that would be really helpful for a lot of that information in terms of waypoint stuff and comms. But you know, wasn't a huge issue. And I wonder what the whole problem was with the tanker. I know you guys said it wasn't.
I don't know what
replying.
problem did you have that it was not. It was a count problem.
It just wasn't talking to them.
So
apparently.
I tuned, like I had the frequency set in the jet. I hit Alt like slash and F6 for the tanker just wasn't an option. I went through every single comm frequency and it just wasn't there.
I might have got shot down.
No, it was there.
Oh no, it was there. I saw like
scooting along.
Yeah, maybe it was
So,
an issue
yeah.
because of the realistic comms or the simple comms on.
Yeah, we need to turn off simple comms on the mission.
That's probably why then. Yeah.
Yeah, because that led to some issues.
That's why I was transmitted on the wrong channel.
Oh yeah.
It would change.
All right. Let me quit the desktop, get all the stuff, and we'll get it going. But yeah, fortunately, the F-15s that took off way too early were a non-factor.
Yeah, that was a problem of the when I switched from bolts from client to AI.
Yeah. No, I figured that was the case. But yeah, because I was like,
I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to mark and control. That's it. Mission editor.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Again, they all got shot down, which is what needed to happen to solve them destroying all of our targets.
Internet just went out.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm hesitant to mix platforms because I mean, if someone like this, I mean, is not joining, then we are like in a problem.
Yeah, I think the vibe is just not to give them a super critical role. Unless they're like a consistent person. Like obviously, like if anyone in this channel were like, "Hey, I want to fly that," and you show up a lot, like, yeah, sure, you can have an important role. But yeah, I didn't know what you were having him do was so critically important.
Next time I'm not being such a nice guy. I'm gonna be like, no, sorry, too late.
Yeah, I mean, I love bolts. He just, he just here once in a blue moon. Like last flight was the first time I'd seen him in a while.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those things you have to deal with.
You have to participate to be able to get the bonuses for participation.
Exactly. To get all the special
Exactly, yeah.
privileges. Okay, let me share my screen. One moment. Cool, there we go.
Okay.
A little bit. We'll start in order. So we'll start with you, Howdy, since you're check 1. Let me zoom in here with the world's slowest mouse wheel. Is this too zoom? No, it
A little
doesn't.
bit of a disaster today.
Yeah.
I
These
think we
things
all had a
happen.
couple of issues.
So we started off, and Wingnut had having the same asset pack installed. So this and I proceeded to take off. Everything was pretty stable up until waypoint 2.
I think I speak for us all when I say I'm proud to say that we only had 3 combat losses.
Well, that's not bad.
3 combat losses.
Yeah.
The only problem is 2 of them was me.
Yeah. So our major mistake was we should have stayed on our track between 2 and 3 until the planes got closer. We chose to engage and got into the SA-5's range.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, in your defense, also how if you follow exactly the waypoint 2 to waypoint 3 lane delta, you don't enter the scramble zone of the enemy bandits, right?
Okay.
You are just west of that red rectangle that is the Syria air defense identification zone. The problem is like these F-15s that you see here on your left, Dodge 2, already entered that zone and the fighter jets already scrambled. That was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you would have been able to proceed down waypoint 3 without the enemy fighter jets being a scramble already. Of course, you still have the SAM threats, the SA-5s and the SA-3s, SA-2s.
Oh, damn, that's like a fucking ICBM.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez.
So that got Howdy.
Yeah.
And then
What was your altitude?
Fist as
Like
well.
26,000.
26,000, yeah.
Alright, let's see if it'll re-pick up when you respawn. Come on. Come on.
So, and by the time we got back to the mission area the second time, everything was pretty much done. We were on our track between 2 and 3 when we called egress. So we turned to egress, Fist turned the wrong way, got back in the SA-5's range. And
we were clear, I thought, when I got nailed.
Well, I had radar warning going off the whole time, but I never got a launch on me. So.
And see, I never got a launch. I didn't even get a lock warning or a track warning. All of a sudden, it was just like, whoa.
Did you remember to turn on your system when we respawned?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they say 5. I mean, you should have like the RWR like beeping all day long. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
See, I'm not even in there.
There it is. It just fired.
Yeah, here it
Wow, that's like right on the edge of its range too. But yeah. Maybe it
Must have
was.
been like running on
But didn't
fumes.
hit anyone, right? Didn't hit.
It hit
Didn't hit
fist.
anyone right now, right?
It hit
Oh,
fist,
fist.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So and then here from here we stayed at 26 until we made our radio call at 50 miles from the airport, still heading to waypoint 4, I think it was. And then we got instructions to descend to 4,000 or 8,000. We turned waypoint 5, overflew the field, and then we were vectored down to 3,000. And I thought we were supposed to follow the other planes, but apparently he told us to go first. That's why I extended my downwind. Prawnman was just, or was it Prawnman that was talking or Wingnut? I don't remember who was talking, but it was very staticky. Uh,
Oh, what,
Prawnman was
Nighthawk?
quiet.
I had the smoothest landing of my life.
Yeah, it was a nice landing. I was
the
watching it.
crosswind was a bit stiff there.
But yeah, I mean, it ended up timing out well that you extended, because then Bull was coming a lot faster than Nighthawk thought, and then he turned off his jet at that point, and forgot that comms would die, and then this F-15 just kind of like landed with you, which is pretty cool.
Followed me right in.
But it was a non-issue. So yeah. I guess the lesson to be learned here is really take SA5 seriously, because fuck.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
you know, Fist said something. I'm like, ooh, we should be pretty good where we're at as long as we don't get too close, and that was not the case.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me. All right, so JT, you got the
I
floor
think
for
he
check
just
two.
bulldogged it, is what he did. Because, like I said, I didn't even get a freaking launch warning or nothing. I had everything on.
Yeah, my RWR was going off.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
chasing
just
something, and SA2 crossed my nose. You know.
oh well. There's one thing here before we start with JT.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few seconds earlier, just the taxi from the area that we are is not this. It's not this circle. It's not this loop. It's the other loop.
Oh yeah, where Howdy and Fist went.
Yeah, that where Howdy and Fist were.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly where Howdy and Fist were. Okay, just maybe not so important for the future, but I mean there was like a little bit of cluster that with so many F-16s.
Sorry.
Just a reminder for everyone.
What happens? All right, you ready, JT?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a shitload of lag here, so it looks like terrible over here because of the lag. In case we made a turnaround from waypoint 1 to waypoint 2, and then we just climbed to 3,000 feet. Nothing too exciting here. Eventually, we were spiked by the SA5s. Then we turned in to help out against those MiG-21s, but then were engaged by the SA5s once again. So I think that's one of the things from Audi's comment as well. Getting into range of the SA5s is a problem. So we need to maybe wait for those bandits to come out. Or our AMRAMs failed to hit a target.
Well,
luckily we turned them around, so that's cool.
I was kind of confused because, you know, a 15-mile AMRAM just didn't track.
No, that's true. I think those 21s are so freaking quick. So we turned out.
Here I go
We
back into the.
headed back to waypoint 3. and then we turn back in to engage.
That's the SA2 that crossed me.
Yeah. Okay, so here we had a funny thing happening with our radar. We had, for some reason, we had these targets on our SA page, but when we tried to engage them, there was nothing. So they were jumping all around on our radar. That's why we ingressed so far. But luckily, we got those two MiG-21s, and
Yeah, you got
then
two MiG-21s, right? Yeah.
yeah, both of us had got one. So we egressed once again, and then Bull turned around to check if he can see those bandits spiking us, and then I engage as well. And then we got ourselves SU-27 each.
Oh, that's way south, right? Yeah.
Yeah, turning around is what like caused us to have our fuel back.
Yeah. But you got two SU-27s, right?
Yeah, we splashed a flight of SU-27s, in which I think were engaging the F-15s, so we, in theory, saved them from getting shot down.
Here you enter the engagement zone of the ships. So you're safe there.
Yes, so from there on, we had fuel trouble because we wanted to refuel, but couldn't communicate with Texaco.
Yeah, here, see on your left, you can see Larnaca there. The label there on the
Yeah,
left.
no, I see it
Larnaca.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill tried his best. I tried to follow him, then I decided, no, I don't have any fuel. And that's basically how I went down to Larnaca, diverted there, and landed with 600 pounds of fuel.
Oh, wow. Well, you made it.
I did. And Bill also did. So I'm happy about that. I didn't shoot down my own wingman.
Let's.
It was very scary traveling 90 miles on 2,400 pounds of fuel. That whole descent, the engines were at idle. And I was just kind of gliding. But I made it.
Yep.
Oh, but okay.
Well done.
But this is in Sterling. Yeah, this is in Sterling, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they split.
I flew all the way back, and when I landed, I had like 700 pounds of fuel.
Well, cool. Yeah, we'll have to. Again, I'm thinking it's a realistic comms thing for the gas or the tanker issue. But
real quick, Bevo, can you go back to when we engaged the SU-27s? I got an SA-5 warning. I want to see how close that thing was to killing me.
Here you go. SA-5 launches. It's probably absolutely a non-factor. You dipped into the range and then it exploded. Only a little bit.
Okay.
So.
Because that thing was
maybe that's the one that hit me.
No, I think this next one that gets launched is what hit you. Yes.
That thing can reach so far.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. Okay, well, good deal. Yeah, I mean, you guys were between a rock and a hard place whenever you had to make the divert call, because I think you were round about equidistance between Lanaka and Syria, like probably closer to Lanaka, but you know, it worked out in the end. In the future, I won't tell you the wrong place to divert to. Okay, so I guess it is now check 3, which Spooky you were in charge of.
Sorry, man. I just want to quickly excuse myself. It's 1:30 in the morning,
Oh, yep.
and I need to get up at 6:30. So,
Oh shit. Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to. Yep.
hey guys, it was good fun. Thanks for everything.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take it easy, snap a lacquer.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, Spooky, you have the floor. I'll just play it. And anything
All
notable?
right, so yeah, getting out of here, taxiing.
Yeah, we got told to hold on the runway, so it's
The
slightly
runway.
behind there. And yeah, me with my loose formation flying.
Yep. So just waiting for Wrinkles here to form up, and we turn out. So I'll admit I had an issue personally locating the SA3 site. I was using TOO mode. So shame on me for that. But I think Wrinkles got shots on target if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I went ahead and accelerated, and then I had a hard time picking up the targets. I think coming back out the SA8 engagement zone. And then Wrinkles had a pretty good run. He shot down 2 MiG-21s.
Yeah, because if you back up a little bit where I did that little loop, I actually engaged the 21s then. I got one of them then, I think I got another one after.
Yeah, for me, it was just like having difficulty finding the target. But I went ahead and got an SA8 here. Turning. And then I was lining up for what I thought were targets on the base. I threw some Mark 84s didn't really work out, and then I picked these up here. Engaged it with guns. And then before we, I think, eventually, egress.
Okay, that was good. I mean,
That was it.
that was a good run. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe the strafing runs were a little bit too much, but I mean, it was very good. I mean, that you destroyed 2 MiG-21s on the way in.
Yeah, just got the merge call, and I just lost or dropped my just fired off my harms.
Arms, yeah.
I saw them above me. Got missile warning being launched at me, so I just had a quick pop up, launched the missile, drop back down again, and got one. I think I went back and I got the other one afterwards.
Yeah, Wrinkles was a stud in this mission, man.
I get tried.
Yeah, that's where the MiGs were flying right over.
Yeah, I did a bad job of dropping my bombs. I haven't used the Mark A2 retarder for a long time, so I need to redo those. But yeah, when I engaged MiG-21s was actually right towards the beginning where we first came in and just launched the harms.
Yeah. There they go.
Like
Yeah,
here?
around about here, I think it was.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see you go
So
up.
there go the harms.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
launched
yeah,
your
I think I
arms.
was following in just to give them back up, hear the merge, then pop up in a second. And missiles coming out of me, I heard those.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Maneuver. And taking out the one, and I go back in for the second. Because I think it's mixed in with everybody else, and I was like, yeah, I can't have this, and then just took it out. And yeah, just going back in. Hill bomb runs first two, couldn't get them off because I had target designated. and it was set to auto even though I had set to CCIP. So redid that and CCIP disengaged the targets. Finally got my bombs off. Didn't hit anything though. Yeah, second one didn't work. Third one dropped my bombs. Didn't hit anything.
All right, and then the rest
And then we
is
just egressed and then back to land.
Yep. Well, again, I think the theme for today is a lot of good adapting and a lot of good fortune, because I think in the case of you guys making a bunch more passes was fine because you were the first ones to go in and there was kind of less of a other threats external. In the future, definitely pre-brief mode in this condition is the move. Because target of opportunity, the raiders have to be on and doing something, but pre-briefed allows you to stay outside the engagement zone, and then the raiders will turn on when they sense a harm in the air. So that kind of helps them track it, and can pinpoint to a waypoint, which is ideal. And then yeah, the only other stuff, I mean, yeah, I think you did good to think to back off there. Wrinkles whenever you after launching that AMRAM, because you want to avoid obviously launching AMRAMs in high concentrations of blue forces, because
well, I made sure I had proper log first. I was more worried about the heat seeker, and that's what I took out the second one with.
Oh, Raj, yeah.
And that one I made sure there was nobody nearby or in my engagement zone, my WAS. And I just made sure I just fired off and it was clear.
Yeah. But yeah, overall good. And yeah, the only reason I called out to say that there was no one there, which I'm glad you didn't believe me because there was, but just because I saw on essay there was such a high concentration, number one. And number two, after confirming with Nighthawk, he didn't have his IFF on. So I thought there was a chance you were locking him because I was getting a ping, an RWR ping from an F-18.
No, I saw the aircraft and I saw them. I think I might have accidentally locked you up right towards the beginning.
Yeah,
I was
which
trying
is fine.
TWS mode and I locked to somebody and it's like, yeah, no, so I put it back into RWS
Yeah,
bit.
and you reacted perfectly fine, I think, as as long as you because really all that was just a check your fire call, if anything.
Yeah, I was aware. Thank you.
You knew
and
better
in
of your
TWS,
situation.
the opponent doesn't get a radar warning signature.
That's what got me confused. That's why I wasn't too sure. But fair said and sorry, I switched back over to RWS just to be on the safe side.
All right, well, we'll switch to your flight here, Lucky.
Yep. Thanks. All right, we taxi uneventfully here. We take off.
It was kind of eventful before. I'm pretty slow at setting up my jet anyway, but for some reason it had given me my usual payload and rather than the mission payload. I don't know why that is. I was actually in the previous mission and was flying around before you shut it off, but it was really weird. I just looked outside the wings and I thought they look like laser guided, and they were. And yeah, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, there was some issue there in the loadout, but anyway, we flew. Formation was very good, Mason. Thank you for that.
Yeah, type formation for
we
sure.
we got to yeah. I put a couple of screenshots as well right now in the folder of the media. We go to waypoint 2. At this point, I mean, I see somewhere here is like before turning, before orbiting left, I see that check 1 has been shut down. So I decided to do an orbit to just wait for the SA-8 as well to be destroyed by the F-16s. Then we say, okay, we should be good. But then I say, no, we just do another orbit. We do another orbit. That's the second and last one. Then at that point, we have plenty of activity already there. The Chevys are in front of us and already supposedly destroyed SA-8s. Just think pass out of the engagement zone of the SA-8 and SA-3. And at that point, we engage the SA-2. Here is a pop-up from Mason. Then I pop up, I fire a Magnum. I shoot down a destroyer raider. I think Mason also fired. And this is when I drop the Mark 82s and a couple of. I didn't destroy anything on the Mark 82s. I damaged two launchers for 55% damage, things like that. And Mason also did a couple of passes with the Mark 82s, and then we return. We egress at 3,500 feet and 400 knots. And then when we are out of the dangerous zone, I will say, or the engagement zone, we just pop up to 15,000 feet. Here we drop the tanks, which we should have done like way earlier. And okay, here we are already a fence out. And
but I was supposed to drop my tanks.
We should be supposed dropping our tanks, yeah, when they were empty. I didn't say that on the briefing, so that's my fault. But
it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, but okay, here is what I see. Okay, we are way out of the engagement zone of the SA5, so we increase, or we climb them into 15,000, I believe. Yeah, 15,000. We constantly check fuel state. We say, okay, no need to refuel for us, and then we skip the refueling and we go directly to, instead of the refueling waypoint, we go to the approach waypoint directly. And I think it was 25 miles out of waypoint 6 for us approach. We start ascending to 8,000. I think we kept quite good situational awareness of our flight. The problem is that we didn't keep a lot of very good situational awareness with the F-16 flight that was here. And then here I am landing, and Mason says, "Hey, careful! There is like a flight of F-16s." And here I say, "Abort." So it was pretty close. That, and then I mean, we did an orbit together, and we landed, and that's it.
Cool.
Yep. So overall, we destroyed the SA2 battery, and it was good. Yep.
Yeah. No, you got all that.
Yep. Here we landed, and Mason landed after me, and we taxied together. I wait for him here. And then we taxi, that's it, together, and back to the hangar.
Sorry, I don't taxi as tight as I fly formation. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It was good.
That's okay.
Yeah. I think for us it was key a couple of things. Like one was because we saw like a little bit or quite a lot of air threat in front of us, and also like check one was shut down before we reached waypoint 2. So we decided to do those couple of orbits that were good for us to give enough time, I mean, to get more blue forces in the air or in the area, sorry. And yeah, then the other good thing for us is because SA8 was still active and SA3 we were not so sure, was to circle a little bit around the engagement zones of the SA8 and SA3 to not enter the engagement areas, and so we bordered them, and then we went directly to SA2.
Yeah,
Very
you know,
nice.
I never would have guessed that being late would keep me alive.
Yeah, more often than not. All right, let's see here. It is mine and check 5's turn. So last for the best. I don't know. Best for last. There we go. Yeah, same shit as everyone. We taxied and we took off. It seemed like yeah, I mean, we were, I think, maybe on time or maybe a minute late, but it was okay. Did our usual shit of going direct to waypoint 2. We climbed up to 22,000 and we were chilling at Mach 0.8. And once you get to waypoint 2, I was just confirming whether to go direct, and so we did the same thing as check 4, in that, you know, we just kind of did a couple orbits. We went ahead and descended beforehand since we were kind of like already ahead of everyone. So we did about 2 loops to make sure that check 3 could get in front of us and get their target. Maybe it's 3 loops, I don't know. Because obviously we didn't want to try and push past that without the SA8, or at least, you know, something happening with the SA3 and all that. So yeah, so then we leveled, did our whole thing, and we were just flying direct. We were going pretty calm, a little calm, 350 knots at 1,500 feet, proceeding direct to our waypoint. Fortunately, there were so many, well, actually it didn't matter, the timing was good, but, you know, there was so many stuff in the air that we were overall safe and we were low. So we moved to RSA2. That's our primary target. And we should loft in a second. Yep, those are my two. And then, yeah, Nighthawk launches his two. So 4 in the air. All were pretty much true. I love seeing these things loft. Very satisfying. So yeah, so pretty much right as we're entering that engagement area, we should take out at least damage the radar. Looks like it's still up, but we go in and Mark 82 stuff. I think we got one of the radars, one of the two. But I slept Mark 82, get a launcher. Nighthawk switched to laser bombs and then switched back, but the switch didn't happen, so he was trying to CCIP laser bombs and it just was not happening. So made our second pass, and then I just went in, went direct to waypoint 4, and then I said Nighthawk had one try, and he did a little strafe, and we just proceeded direct to waypoint 4. So we were, there very briefly, and then, yeah, just moved out of the, yeah, we stayed at 1,500 feet until we were outside of the SA5 range, or maybe it was the SA2 range, and I just kind of misinterpreting it on the SA page, but I figured I would, better to be safe than sorry. And then we climbed up just to a calm 10,000 feet, which worked out. It was right whenever we were kind of passing by the fleet. And then we pushed to waypoint 5, like in stupid idiot I am, because I was like, oh yeah, waypoint 5 is where we're going, and then I'm like, why is that Cyprus? Because we weren't going to refuel. And then we just turned back to waypoint 6 and kind of put the heat on for a bit to try and catch people so we could get Nighthawk down so he could do his beautiful ATCing in peace, which did happen, but obviously check 3 landed first, which was no issue. So yeah, so then we booled in, had the fun thing of Nighthawk giving me ATC commands, and then me repeating them back to him, and then me going on COM2 and repeating them back to him, which was pretty funny. But yeah, we just go through, do our usual landing stuff. I think it was an uneventful landing. I think it was probably the most gentle landing of my life. Because I thought I was floating, but my rear gear was touching, and I didn't realize that. And it was a real butterfly kiss moment. But yeah, then we taxi back, and that's all that. So yeah, for the most part, it was successful for us, and we'll let me see. Can I do satellite view? It's kind of cool. I'm gonna move, see if I can zoom out and see the whole thing, and we can kind of just watch the big picture of this here mission. Oh, come on.
I'd like to make a comment.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Howdy and I were supposed to turn right for that orbit on the runway. We made a left.
We were vectored left.
Yeah,
Really?
that's different than the.
He told us to turn left at 300.
I heard right.
Yeah, that's a good view. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that should cover everything. So here's the mission from a nutshell. F-15s go in and they fucking die, thank God, because they were just gonna.
Yeah,
that was
that was not supposed. These are our F-15s of Check 4. This was going directly to the SA2 in the middle, but obviously they took off too early because of the switch that I did last minute that I messed it up.
The SA8 managed to have a field day before it was destroyed.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yes, SA5 firing to Howdy's flight.
God, that
wow, that's
thing has so much range.
Impressive.
It goes over the mountain range.
Yeah, I think that was the ICBM
and it hits
one.
Howdy.
Well, we were at 26,000 feet, so.
Oh yeah, you were at 26,000.
So, and then let's check to Lob and AMRAAMs. Again, even if they didn't hit, y'all did a great job because you kept them off of us, because you kept making them turn every time you were launching an AMRAAM. Oh, maybe I turn...
The flight of Chevy 2 on the north.
Here, we'll do this. This better, this nicer? I think the labels are kind of...
I like that.
Yes.
So then...
Yeah, the F-16's launching and oh no, that's That's not that's F18
Yeah,
launch.
no, they got the
SA3.
SA3.
check
That was
three.
yeah, that was check 3,
Yeah,
and
check
then they
3.
get the
Yep,
SA8s.
that's SA8 later on. Yeah, that should be the other way around, but that's okay.
Yeah.
This is the flight of check 5, right?
More
Where they
AMRAMs
start to
out,
south.
more SA5s out, or is it SA2?
And these two F18s are you, right? Check 5. You. Yep.
Yeah. These are the
Yes, these are you. Yeah, launching to
mhm.
SA2 here. Yep.
And that clears that. And then
Scared of this, yeah. And this is us coming as well. Right now going directly for the SA2.
there you go. All rings have been closed.
Yep. F18s that are still playing around. Some of them. We drop the market TV2s.
Mm-hmm.
This is very interesting to just kind of watch it in 2 dimensions.
Yeah. I think I mean big picture obviously it was based on our objectives, like a complete success. I think in terms of the only oddity I would point out, or I guess like yeah, maybe complexity, that ultimately resulted in the like target sequence being a bit out of order. I mean, it worked out because all 3 main SAM batteries were destroyed by us, but I think it was just kind of like because the SA3 got destroyed, and then our SA2 got destroyed, and then your SA2 got destroyed. Which again, you guys, lucky you did the right thing in that you went like let me go back to where the things are actually up, because you just went around this and then went in, so it's really a
Yes,
non-factor
correct, yeah.
regardless.
So here you see the SA3. If you can pause it 1 second. Here you can see the SA3 is already destroyed.
Yeah.
But I was discussing with Mason. It's like, do you see the SA3 still active? And I don't remember the conversation exactly, but one of us was still seeing the SA3 active, and then I say, okay, let's border SA8 and SA3 just in case. That's what we
Yeah,
did.
but yeah, what I should have, I mean, it didn't matter because it didn't affect us because we were low. I mean, in theory, I should have done an approach like you did, where you kind of went minded the gap on the SA2, SA8 and went in, and then I should have just kind of minded the gap on your SA2 and went in. But it was still successful, and I think it was because you set those parameters ahead of time to, kind of the altitude.
Yeah, no, that was a mission success, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, the only thing I would say to it is, at least with kind of this priority for the SA3, is it was kind of I understood the logic of why you did, because we were flying further for like check 5 to take off first, but because we were meant to like engage the target last, it was kind of a weird out of sync thing. And the orbit worked out fine, but I think it could have been just as fine to send check 3 first.
Yes, yeah.
But then again, having said that, it also would have like, maybe it was the right choice. So these are the things you got to consider, because then by the time whenever we're in here, now you have check 3 going in, and they're not completely alone. In fact, 5 and 4 are right here.
Yeah,
and you've already got
there
air
is
to air.
another thing. These F-15s obviously mess it up, right?
Yeah.
But that flight of 4 F-16s that you see that are like in brace formation.
Yeah.
Well, right in the top. Well, right now they are.
Yeah, these guys.
Merge. But yeah, those ones here. Yeah, these should be the first ones to enter the Syrian air defense zone, and these should be the ones that trigger the MiG-21s and the Su-27 to scramble. But because the F-15s took off first by mistake, obviously when we arrived, it was already a complete mess. But otherwise, it would have been the check 1, check 2, going vertical, waiting for these guys to show up and providing coverage as we go in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
That was how it was supposed to be. Yeah.
But again, I think we showed
we adapted pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, adaptability was definitely the theme of this, and I think everyone did a great job kind of reacting to those things.
Well, that was a little bit more complex than the last flight that it was to destroy Minik Air Force Base. So that was added more complexity on this. it was the last flight of the year.
Yep, that's it. That's all y'all got.
I'm excited that we're finally getting numbers where we can have missions like this, where it's not just 3 of us trying to really something large. Having people with dedicated jobs, it really adds a lot to it.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Yeah, for sure.
No,
yeah.
thank you.
So,
good.
A little bit of a spoiler for the next one. That's when January 6th actually. So we're gonna go for one of the SA5s finally, and we're also going to destroy Ama Air Base. That's basically the mission. The added complexity is not only that there will be destroy the SA5 and the airbase, and there will be more Su-27s. What I'm thinking is like we're gonna do it at night, so we're gonna do night operation.
Nice.
I mean, so far everything that we have done is daylight. If you recall, we have done 4 missions, all of them daylight. So I'm thinking to add the complexity right now that the entire mission will be at night.
I am always down for night flights.
Yep, and it's gonna be still land-based, no carrier operations yet.
Nice.
Bevo, with that being said, could we do a night training flight, maybe the Wednesday before?
Yep, absolutely.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll do full night training and all that kind of stuff, and we'll go over. I mean, we can go over weapon employment stuff, anyways. But yeah, there's some nuance with night flight that we'll want to pay attention to, namely with that's what point when actually like having light discipline is important. Technically during the day, like whenever we get, as soon as we like are entering a mission area or like, starting on our mission profile, we should be like lights out, but it doesn't necessarily matter that much in the day. But yeah, at night it's going to be a big deal. And then learning to fly with nods.
Yep, so start thinking who wants to strike the airbase, who wants to do air-to-air, and who wants to go for the SA5s.
ATC.
All right, got it. We have ATC.
All right.
Put fist for airfield strike.
Yeah, we don't need to decide right now. No worries. And
yeah, well,
on the we have, let's see, on the airways we have runway strike. We have reinforced hangars strike. So for hitting the reinforced hangars, we will need to do the 2,000 pounds TBU-31s.
Wait, did you say a runway strike?
The runway strike, I'm thinking that maybe we are not going to do with F-18s. I'm thinking that this is why I added a couple of B-1 bombers that we can watch the B-1 bombers destroy the runway at night. It's pretty spectacular.
Well, something I was thinking is there's people here who own the Strike Eagle. The Strike Eagle loves flying at night, so if you'd be open to it, they can carry 6 runway destroying bombs each.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that, but I mean that's gonna be critical. If you wanna do that, you better show up for sure.
Yeah.
No. If someone wants to do a Strike Eagle runway strike, yeah, ideally more than one, just 2 fighters maybe. We can do that.
I'd be down for that. Oh, actually, wait. They can carry 12, not 6. They can carry 12 runway bombs.
Ooh, exciting.
They're
Yeah,
more
12,
missiles than bombs, but yeah.
Yeah, they have a booster.
Yeah.
Yep. So I can put a couple of F-15s for a couple of you to destroy the runway, and but just make sure you show up because that's gonna be a critical part of the mission.
Roger.
Who has F-15 here that wants to fly F-15? I see Paul, and who else? Anyone else?
I have it. I'm not necessarily very proficient with it.
I
I
own
was
it.
thinking.
I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah.
I was thinking
Alright,
maybe a training mission for the F-15s as well. Then.
Well, if not, we can put Paul with as a flight lead with an AI aircraft. No big deal. All right. sounds good. Yeah, let me know if you want to. What about level of difficulty? More, less, equal?
I mean, that felt like a good difficulty.
Yeah, I thought that was nice.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, the previous one was too easy. Maybe I agree.
I don't even remember
Maybe
what
more
happened in the last one.
practice just to get timing right, but I think we didn't do badly in that last one.
No, I think it went all right.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Sounds
I'll because I'm briefly free and liberated, I'll probably host 2 flights next week. We'll probably switch back to a Tuesday, Thursday. I've got no flight this weekend. If y'all want to fly, you can. But with Christmas and all that, I won't be around. But yeah, we'll pick up more consistently, obviously in the new year. But I'll still be around, and so I'm sure we'll all of you.
All right.
Well, if we don't talk or we don't fly, have a good holiday break.
Indeed.
Yep.
Guys, have a happy, some Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you before then.
Enjoy, have a lot of presents, download a lot of DCS models, including all the Sinai maps and Persian Gulf
Bro, I'm
or
too
whatever
poor
you
for
want to have.
Why should I ask for those for Christmas?
Ask for the entire DCS store for Christmas.
Yeah, there you go.
A couple grand.
I'm asking for 10 terabytes for Christmas.
There you go. Also one of the
will
flights.
That's all you need.
At least one of the flights next week is definitely gonna be a Warbird flight. So.
Oh, sweet.
So I've got 3 choices. 2 I'm good with.
There you go. Cool. And Lucky, don't
Alright,
worry,
I'll
I
keep
fixed
you.
my stream stuff, so I'll actually have a good recording of this one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, send the link whenever you are done. Very good.
Yep, we'll do. All right, we'll catch y'all.
All right. Again,
Alrighty,
bye everyone.
See you night, guys. Ciao.
Okay, I am gonna have to go grab dinner and stuff. So I'm gonna hop off. But I'll probably be back to stream later this evening, would be my guess. Yeah, and look forward. I'll post this VOD on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Okay, deuces.